Girl, tangina yung kwento ko, girl.
Oh my
Nakakatawa
gosh, I
talaga.
can't. I need to know. But
Oh my God,
after the
it's
pod,
it's
after the
the
pod.
funniest story
Or should
you'll
we?
ever
Do you
hear.
want
You
to?
don't
Can you
understand.
share it on the pod?
Wake Up with Jim and Sab is exclusively on Spotify.
And if you want to start your own podcast, you can check out Anchor.fm.
If you love the pod and you want to support us, make sure you follow us on Spotify. Also, you can tag us on Instagram and Twitter at Wake Up with Jim and Sab. Welcome to Wake Up with Jim and Sab podcast.
Fun episode up ahead because we've got our best friend Candy on the show. Yay! So, wala lang, chikahan lang. Hey girl, how are you? I see you're in your new
good.
condo.
Ganda ha?
Love it.
Fair. Do you love it or do
Yeah.
you love it?
Super
I love
duper
it.
love it. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I this is the first thing that I had to do. To start the renovation.
Wow, going there right
going
away.
there right
huh?
away.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. I mean, like to renovate the place. That's what I'm saying.
Are you done na? Tapos na ba?
Pretty much, yes. I just need to buy like toothbrush holders.
So it's like 90% done.
It's
I think.
98% done.
98%. Love it. So
Yeah.
this has been your project for the past month?
I'd say more than a month, but yeah, I've been focusing on this one for for more than a month now.
It's
Focusing
kept
all
you,
my energy into this one.
Technically,
it's
this
kept
is
you very busy.
This is the first time talagang nag-all out ka for your own place, no?
Yes.
Diba?
Yes. Kasi when I got my place, when I moved out before, obviously that was my first place. I didn't have enough money. So I wanted to decorate it, but then at the same time, I didn't feel like the place was nice.
Yeah, it's
you know,
parang,
the walls are painted weird, the tiles are weird. So I was talking about that because when I first moved out, the condo that I got for myself wasn't really, it didn't really inspire me. You know, the tiles were weird, the paint was off. So I didn't want to make it my own
yeah.
because it wasn't wala lang. It just didn't feel inspired back then. So this is the first time that I'm fixing up a place for myself.
And
Talaga.
because you have a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I have the resources now. So like before kasi kaka-move out ko lang. So ako parang, tangina wala akong ipon, paano ko ito gagawin? but now I can do it. So I'm like, fuck yeah. Super cool.
Is there a reason? Oh, so yung segue.
Oh, shit.
Na parang nag-trigger na, for you to make some changes. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, okay. There is a reason. I mean, there's a primary reason, but because I've been wanting to fix up my place for the longest time, right? But I guess this is also fuck. Is this it? Oh my god. This is a confirmation. I am single, people.
Woohoo!
So, yeah. No, so the breakup was, I guess, the catalyst for me really wanting to renovate my place. Because like I said, I've been wanting to renovate it for the longest time. But I guess, when you're sharing your life with somebody, you have reservations pa rin, kahit papano, because you're considering another person. So when that all went away, I'm like, fuck yeah, okay, I'm just going to decorate my place. That's why I was telling you guys earlier, this print behind me. That's the first thing that I did since my breakup. And it was because I've been wanting to do it. Like even when I was still in a relationship, I've been wanting to do it, but I've had reservations because my partner or my previous partner didn't watch it. So
Can you,
I'm like,
for the sake of the audio only
Yeah, what's
listeners, tell
the
us about the artwork.
oh shit. Okay. So it's a print. It's for my favorite anime, Samurai X, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know.
Yeah.
So I've been
Alam mo,
wanting...
Candy, sorry, benta mo nga sa akin yun.
Jim!
Never.
Oh my God!
Never.
Are you kidding?
Not a single thing. I haven't seen any.
Oh,
I don't think I don't remember it. I kind of know the gist of it, but I don't think I
Yung
don't remember
nakikita ko
watching
sa
it.
live, yung nakikita ko yung Netflix live action.
well, yes, that's amazing too. But
Maganda.
Oh.
Maganda. Putang
Parang
ina.
Part 3 na,
Sobra.
di ba?
Yung live
Well,
action.
there's 4. And I think there's a 5th one that's coming out, which is like a prequel to everything.
So okay lang
But
I start
anyway,
with that last, sorry. Okay lang mag-start ako doon.
Sa live
Yes,
action.
it's gonna come out late July.
Hindi,
Pero
I mean,
I
mag-start
mean,
ako sa...
I would recommend you start with the anime. Pero mahaba yun eh. But wala lang, para full effect talaga. And I have like a super, like Samurai X is my jam talaga because this is my childhood. Like
Yeah.
I can't even explain to you how much it represents me. It's like, how do you describe yourself? And I'm just gonna say Samurai X. That's it.
Okay, so
So
so hindi mo ma-hang yan kasi parang
Ayaw ng Samurai X mo.
Samurai X.
ganda! Ang ganda!
Sinamurai
But
X.
hindi naman ayaw. It's just like,
He
you know,
didn't
my
get it.
previous partner didn't watch it kasi. Hindi siya nag-Samurai X. More on like Naruto, ganyan. So, yeah, obviously, it's our place or it was our place. So I couldn't do it, syempre. Kasi again, with what I was talking about earlier, you need to, when you're in a relationship, you're just naturally gonna consider your partner. So when we broke up, this is literally the first thing that I did. It's so funny. But like, alam mo yun, tinext ko yung printing shop. I'm like, go na, print mo na. Yung pinakamalaki.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, as much as you'd like to share lang, like what, kasi you were in a relationship getting into this pandemic. You were together for about 4 years, 3 years.
3.
Tapos,
yes.
so, and then, yun nga parang we wanted to talk about what happens if, kasi one of the struggles now is meeting someone, trying to get into a relationship during the pandemic. Now you're not meeting anyone. But how is it to be in a relationship, enter a pandemic, and be single bigla? And like,
Yeah.
how do you feel? How's it been?
I mean, I think I think a lot of relationships actually parang got, you know, wrecked with a T.
Tested, no?
During
They
the
got
pandemic,
tested.
diba?
Okay.
Maraming nag-break during the pandemic. Marami ding naging sila during the pandemic. But I think in my experience, obviously at the onset naman, with every breakup, it's devastating, right? Because it's a breakup. And even if let's say it's a mutual breakup or you guys are like super duper okay, which we are, it's still
Sorry, excuse me, teka lang. Naka-mute pala si Candy dito.
Hindi
Sa
siya
video.
Sa video lang.
Okay, may audio
May
na.
audio.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Sorry. I just want,
Okay,
paano
okay.
kung we were, diba, wala.
Okay, at the onset.
Asan na
Okay,
ako?
go.
Yeah. So at the onset, of course, it's devastating. Like there's no other word to describe it. No matter how the breakup went, even if let's say it was the best situation or the best case scenario na parang sobrang okay kayo, which we are, even if that's the case, it's still a breakup. So it's still devastating. There's that initial hurt talaga. And I don't know. I think it differs with people naman, like how quickly they get over things. But in my case, it was pretty quick because I don't know. But okay, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just explaining like how I felt in quickly, like after the breakup. So after the breakup, it hurt. It was devastating. But I was more anxious about the fact that, oh my God, I'm single in a pandemic. You know, it's like, holy shit, I can't go out. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do if I'm not working? I'm just going to be stuck in my house alone. So that's really what made me feel anxious at the time. So what I did, I was only just like thinking about that for maybe like 2 to 3 days and really just kind of grieving over it. And then after that, parang medyo mind over matter na lang talaga. You really have to convince yourself that you gotta do something about it, which is what I did. So I was like, okay, what can I do? Fuck, I've been wanting to decorate my place for the longest time. I can finally do it. I'll do that. So that's what I did. But that doesn't mean that I didn't go through the grieving process. And honestly, I actually enjoy going through the grieving process. Now that I look back, it's only been like a few months, but I didn't think that I would be in this place like a couple of months ago.
Candy, months na ba yun?
Yeah, parang 2
Yeah,
months na
right?
ata, no? Two,
It feels
2
like
months.
parang 2 weeks ago lang yun
Grabe.
Anyway,
Grabe 2 weeks.
that's so nice. And ako, I want
I'm so proud of you.
I want to say
Yeah, I
actually
know, it's
na
crazy.
Candy, ako I really admire I admire how parang sobrang lumalabas yung personality mo talaga. As in, nakakatawa. Parang, kasi as you know, Candy is our positive, smiley,
Yeah.
best friend. And I think compared to all the cheats boys na who stay single 6 years after they break up with, para parang, talaga, nag-go-getter mode ka. And I saw it. We personally saw how much, this has helped you. So anyway,
Yeah.
yung question ko, um, now that you mentioned it, parang, what do you think would have been different? Parang, what are the things that you are missing right now because it's a pandemic in a post-breakup situation?
I
Aside
think
from going out.
honestly, obviously, it's like going out. It's going out every day and meeting people. Because obviously, if there wasn't a pandemic, I'd be totally out every day, meeting the most random people, going out at night, stuff like that. And the thing is, like, people have these dating apps, right?
Yeah.
I'm on one or two, but the thing is, it was fun at the beginning because, like, yeah, sure, you talk to a lot of people there, but then parang I barely check it now, like months after. Kasi parang nakakatamad kasi puro small talk lang dun. Gets? Parang that's all you can get. Well, that's most of the conversations that you can get from there, because there are a lot of people there. So parang it's all small talk and it's like, it's tiring because like, what's the point? I'm gonna fucking introduce myself again, whatever. Alam mo yun, nakakatamad talaga. And not only that, but a lot of people go on these dating apps to fuck. And that's not really what I'm there for. I'm there for like a nice
You're
conversation.
not? You're not there to fuck?
Oh my God, shocking. It's 2021. But if you're there to fuck, that's totally fine. Like, you do you. But, that's not how I roll. So,
Pero what
for
would be
me,
different ba? Kung wari, if you go to a bar, hindi ba small talk lang din naman yun?
Hindi, pero at
Yeah,
least
but-
nakikita mo yung tao.
At saka at least it's like friends of friends.
And parang may nakikita
Yes.
kang bago. Kasi
Yes,
right now,
exactly.
tama ba Candy? Parang naman, kasi this is so interesting to me. Like, hindi ko naabutan yung dating app eh. For me, like, that would have been so cool. Like,
You would never have been there, Jim, because you can't even text a girl.
No, I mean, I would have. Parang kumbaga, it's so interesting kasi before, kung ano, let's say ako, when I break up with someone, I have to rely on sino yung kakilala mo. May kakilala ka ba? Ano yun?
Like a thirsty, desperate guy.
Oh,
like
ganun eh. So,
Yeah, yeah,
so,
may kilala ba kayo?
so it's really fascinating to me, like this whole concept and so
It actually is very amazing
question,
to have
Kelly.
that tool.
May mga nakilala kang na parang like-minded na parang hindi naman
yeah.
monkey face.
Actually,
Monkey face
I've met
emoji.
like maybe
Monkey
one
face emoji.
or two. Alam mo yun?
To clarify, Jim wasn't saying na monkey
Yeah,
face
not monkey
yung
face. I mean monkey emoji.
monkey
Yung-
emoji. Yun yung yung do not hear no evil, speak
Hear
no,
no
evil.
evil. Yeah.
That monkey emoji, it just, for me, that represents kasi
Please fest.
libog fest. Di ba yung parang, send me a pic, tapos may monkey face emoji. It's like, okay, this guy is,
What's been the worst? Ano na yung worst? Yung
I think
talagang-
that's the worst.
that's the worst. Talaga, that's not so bad.
That's not so bad.
No one sent you
Actually,
a dick
it's not
pic.
so bad. The thing is, I'm not sure if there's like merong worst kasi hindi ko naman pinapadating doon. Gets? Because as soon as I get like even a sense of just like, tangina, libog lang naman to eh. Like, di na. Kasi, why? I mean, and to your point earlier, Jim, na parang it's fascinating to you how these dating apps work. It is. It really was to me too when I was like newly single, right? I'm like, holy shit, this is so fun swiping and stuff.
I love
And you
doing
get
that
all
for our
these
single
matches.
friends. Ang saya, di ba?
Sobrang saya, but it's only fun for like the first week. That's what I'm saying. Because it's like, tangina, okay, swipe, small talk, but like, do you really want to do that every day for like, X, like for like 2 months or something? Parang nakakatamad talaga. So it's only good for like a couple of days after a breakup, at least in my case. So, but I've met like maybe a few like-minded na parang who are not there for like like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. And usually you transfer to like Instagram or whatever. And yeah, so you get off of the app and you don't really go back.
So, ito yung
So
isa pa. Isa pang one more thing that I'm super interested in.
I feel like this is gonna be a long episode.
How about so therefore, mas masaya pa rin ang sliding into DMs. Yung landian doon.
Hindi masaya, but it makes more of an impact.
Mas kilig.
Obviously.
May parang...
Mas may impact.
In fact, mas may
Yeah,
in
because
fact.
it's like, it's more personalized. Like it's funny to say that in, 2021, but parang sliding into somebody's DMs means that you looked for them or, parang may ganong sense as opposed to like going through the app with the intent of seeing random chicks and then checking if they're hot enough for you to swipe right on. Gets? So if you slide into somebody's DMs, there's more intent to it. And thus it's more quote unquote value.
I get that. Well, I have a question. What is the smoothest opening line someone sent you?
Fuck, I don't remember. I
Wala,
don't think
walang
anybody's
smooth.
been,
Puro lang. Puro hi, ganon.
Monkey face.
Oh, I mean, wala eh.
Pasend ng bikini photo.
No, what the fuck? No.
Beke naman.
Beke
naman. Hindi, pero parang wala akong, nothing really stood out or so far na parang like smooth. Yeah, wala.
So, Candy, like, I guess yung question ko before, what I would do is like, I know this girl or I saw her at a party once, probably never remembered me, get her number and I text.
Yeah.
But I completely don't remember. As in, I have zero memory of what I would say, how would I do it. Ganun pa rin sa Instagram, no? So technically, let's say, there's someone na gig network, na nakita ka sa gig or whatever, like 3 years ago, and then randomly DMs you. That happens, right?
Yeah, it still happens.
So what do they say?
Hey, I heard you're single. Just kidding. No. I'm kidding.
You mean like new people, Jim? Like people she hasn't met before?
Both. Both, kung let's say, hi, I'm Candy, blah, 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 bang. Tapos 5 years ago. And then, hey, you remember me? I saw you in Sagiho 5 years ago. Or, may ganun ba?
Okay. The thing with that, it's very uncommon that they would slide into your DMs with just like with an intro.
Yeah.
I think it's more common to reply to your Instagram stories.
Yes.
That's
Yun yung
I think yun yung
way in.
nangyayari ngayon. Kasi
Ang
parang
dali.
yeah, so sobrang dali talaga.
Dali.
Na parang like, even just an emoji or sorry, not an emoji, but a reaction to your story. That's already the first step.
Yeah.
That's kind of like sliding into your DMs already.
Oh.
It
Kasi
is.
yun eh. And then you just, it's just up to you if you want to have a conversation and you can either react back to their reaction or you can just say like, haha.
Okay.
If you react back to their reaction, is that like stopping it?
No, not really, but it's more of like the ball is on their court. If you want to talk to me, you talk to me.
If so, I'm representing now all the men who have no game. So kunwari, let's say if a single girl like you react to a guy na hindi kayo close at all to a story with like fire or eyes
Or
with
a heart. Peach.
eyes
Heart
or
ba yun?
Peach.
or eggplant ganon.
Oh my God!
Ano yung does that mean that the girl is interested? Ganun ba? Should guys think of it that way? Let's say you're not friends, you're not, let's say hindi talaga kayo close at all. And then you Candy, parang ewan ko. So basically, yung question,
I feel like, yes. I feel like, yeah,
Meron
a
yun.
little bit. Kung ganun yung context ha, like hindi kayo close at all,
Yeah.
never kayo nag-usap,
Yeah.
and then, because it's totally out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I feel like if I do that to somebody, that means I'm kind of interested. But not like interested na parang, oh shit, gee,
Yeah.
not like that. It's just like, I'm interested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like, hey, this is really funny.
Yeah.
Kind of want to have a conversation. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Kind of like that.
But
Pero
if it's-
obviously, kapag friends na
Yun
kayo,
nga.
like let's say I'm gonna fucking react to Manny's story.
Yeah.
That's totally, that's
Yeah.
completely different, you
Yeah.
know?
Mm-hmm.
So, or if it's someone like, let's say somebody from, like in my case, let's say somebody from the scene
Mm-hmm.
who I'm not close with, but I'm acquainted with,
Mm.
but I never talk to. And then I just like react to a story.
That's a
That,
sign.
yeah, it's a
Oh.
sign. For me at least.
Maraming nakikinig ngayon.
Okay, so drop
No, God.
drop your
Oh
fire
my God.
emojis here. Shout out.
Tangina. Billboard.
So
The joke lang, guys.
So we'd like to call all pod kids to
Stop it.
send
Stop it.
Candy a bunch of monkey and
Gago.
eggplant emojis.
No! But
Please
okay.
don't. I
Anyway,
will block the fuck out of you if you do that.
Kenny,
Thank you.
Kenny, for the sake of our pod kids who may be going through the same thing,
Yeah.
do you have any tips or some advice on what they can do to cope with recently suddenly becoming single in a pandemic?
I do. I do have tips. I mean,
Perfect.
because like I was telling you guys about this earlier. Na parang obviously when you go through a breakup, it's always gonna hurt. Like it's always gonna hurt. And I think what I did this time really, really helped me. I really as in approached it like straight on. I really prepared myself for the grieving process. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go through the grieving process because that's what I didn't do before. So I'm like, this time I'm gonna go through it. But when I get over it, it's complete. You know, like I really do get over it. Gets so just go through the grieving process, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. Just go through the motions. But when you're done crying, and you just kind of like alam mo yun, maisip mo lang onte na parang, parang nakakatamad umiyak or like whatever. That's a huge sign already for you to stop. And like, then you can focus your attention on something else. Na parang, baka kasi ma-OA naman yung you're going through the grieving process tapos isang taon na iyak ka pa rin ng iyak. You know what I mean? Kasi parang, sabi kasi ni Candy, go through the grieving process and it doesn't matter how long. So, baka naman ganun yung mangyari, di ba? So, if you think you're doing it too much na, then yes, you can totally stop. Or if you get tired of crying, just stop and focus your attention on something else. It's very important that you hang out, not hang out, but it's important that you surround yourself with your friends and your family, and you really share it with people. You share the grief too. Like you have somebody to talk to. It doesn't just have to be your friends. It could be your family too if you're close with them. But basta you have to talk to somebody about it, even on a day-to-day basis. Na parang like even updating them how you feel on the day. Na parang ganon. Kasi that's what I did also, diba? With like Saab and Jim. I would do that even to my family. I'd be like, you know, they'd ask me too, like, how are you? I'm like, okay, I'm okay, churva, just kwento na. Get it? It's really therapeutic, and it's the first time I've actually gone through something like that. That you know, I really embraced the grief and the process, and I would say, I'm so happy that I did it.
Actually,
So
Candy,
that's,
sorry.
yeah, go
Yung
ahead.
ginawa mo naman ngayon is the complete, parang kumbaga, yung isang kailangan mo rin ingatan is the exact opposite of that. Kasi sinasabi mo, ingatan yung pag-grieve masyado. Pero also, I think, ingatan mo yung trying to move on right away. Na
Yeah.
parang, na I think what happened to you last time. Diba?
Yeah.
Parang you were like, parang
Running away
parang
from the
hindi mo
grief,
iniyakan.
no?
Parang you
Yeah.
just like, I need to focus on something now.
Yeah.
I need to do something now and forget it. And I'm
Not
okay.
not
I have to be
wanting
okay.
to
I have
feel
to be
it
okay.
kasi siguro. Yeah.
Anyway,
Exactly. That's
continue.
why I'm saying you have to embrace the grief and the process. And that's why I'm saying like I'm so happy that I did
Yeah.
it this time, because I came out of it like super like fuck astig. Alam mo yun? Parang,
Yeah.
oh my god, ang galing nito. This is
Yeah.
amazing. So, yeah, it feels really good to have gone through that process and really just genuinely say that you're okay after that. You know, kasi that's what I wasn't able to do before. So if you know, you're a pod kid who just went through a breakup, that's my advice. Embrace the process, embrace the grief. Don't rush the grief.
Yeah.
Parang alam mo yon, yung tipong like, hindi, kailangan strong ako, ganyan.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's totally okay. And like your friends are not going to judge you. Your family is not going to judge you. Or the people who love you won't judge you.
Yes.
If they really love you, obviously. So
I agree.
it's fine. It's okay to be vulnerable. That was my problem before too. I think that's one of the reasons why I tried to move on as quick as I could, is because I didn't want to seem vulnerable. That's such a, alam mo yun, parang it's, I don't know, I guess it's ego or something, but yeah, I didn't want to, I didn't want you guys to see me like miserable or like, alam mo yun, crying and stuff like that. But now it's completely different. I was just like totally crying to people. I did. It's totally fine. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yun lang.
Candy, another question.
Yeah.
Do you believe, kasi I think what's hard for most people who go through a breakup is they can't help it but like still kind of make kamusta. Kung even if it went well, kakamustahin nila yung ex nila or magsisend sa kanila ng message, tas parang it just brings about all the hurt again, or mag-isa-stalk nila on social media. Do you think parang it's best na out of sight, out of mind?
Yeah, absolutely. I am a huge supporter of out of sight, out of mind. Like, absolutely.
Cold turkey.
Yes, cold turkey. But I guess whatever works for you. But for me, it's totally cold turkey, and it's the best thing ever. Like, alam mo yun, parang, because what's the point? Diba? I think if you're mature enough to acknowledge parang what you want in life and where you are in life, it's easier for you to just not do things that you know won't be fruitful or won't bear any positive impact on your life. And even as simple as messaging your ex. Diba? Diba? Parang isipan mo like, anong point nito? Anong gagawin ko? Magiging kami ba? Hindi. Like, alam mo yon, parang, so yeah, I think if you're aware of what you want talaga, it's easier for you to just go cold turkey.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. As in like super cold turkey. And no hatred, nothing negative. It's just like, what's the point of talking? So like,
Yeah.
diba?
That's great. I think ang kaibahan rin is that not every breakup kasi is, I mean, you were open about it kanina na it went as smoothly as it could have.
Yes, it went so perfect.
You would say na you had your closure talk and whatever like that. Yun yung mahirap kapag walang ganun eh. Like what do you think the same advice applies even if kumare bigla like walang ganung closure talk? Kasi yun yung, I think yun yung pinaka mahirap for someone to move on. Yung parang, wait, anong nangyari? Parang ganon.
Yeah.
What can you advise kung ganon?
I think for that kasi, I mean, I think I've experienced that as well previously. So parang that's why I tried to move on as quickly as I could. And hindi maganda yon. Kasi parang obviously it was a different situation. It was a bad breakup, right? So parang I think my advice, if you went through a bad breakup, it's not like like what happened to me, is still go through the process pa rin. I think yun pa rin talaga Kasi parang wag kang magmadali just because he hurt you.
Yeah.
Just because you got hurt doesn't mean that you have to shorten the process. And that's parang you have to take the shortcut. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't, because in the long run, it's only gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Kasi you're gonna realize that you kind of messed up by shortening the process.
Yeah.
Because at that time, it was convenient, right? Like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking have fun, do whatever I want, whatever. Like, fuck that guy, whatever. But then in the long run nga, you're just gonna realize that you kind of did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like, you moved on wrong, parang ganon.
So in a way, yung pagiging parang not being able to go out and stuff, it kind of forced you into this introspective thing to really like deal with it,
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
Kasi otherwise, you'd be out and like, again, be distracted by your, parang instead of facing your thoughts and feelings, you'd be out, parang trying to distract yourself and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe...
I mean, I think a lot of people would think that, oh, you broke up during a pandemic. Oh my God, that must suck, right? So yes, yun yung initial ano, diba? Kasi syempre hindi ka makakalabas, whatever. But honestly, I feel like it's the best scenario for like moving on. Kasi it's more holistic. The process is more holistic, so you come out of it better.
Yeah.
As opposed to being distracted by everyday lakad, everyday pobla.
Yeah.
You know, parang it's all very band-aid solutions.
Yes.
Ay, nakakatawa dito though is, for me, that wasn't the case.
What do you mean?
Ako, parang naka-quarantine rin ako nun eh.
Nung when you would have go through a breakup.
Yeah, so parang kumbaga, like I knew it eh. Sabi ko, biggest regret ko talaga nung time na yun. Like, kasi yun nga, I just hold up and had money. So I think, just to para lang may ibang perspective, balance. So parang it's really the right balance of distracting yourself and sitting down and assessing your feelings. But I just want to add also, one thing I learned is apparently pala, if you're cheated on, the hardest part of being cheated on is actually forgiving yourself. Kasi forgiving yourself, and you don't know that, because the reason why you can't forgive yourself, and what I mean by that is, parang eventually you can stay mad at someone, diba? And you can kind of let go of it. Pero if you're still mad at yourself, that will affect you in the long run. So anyway, when I say forgive yourself, it means when you're stuck in, alam mo, kung hindi ko siya kinulit-kulit, he wouldn't have done that. Alam mo, if ganito, and you don't even know that. You don't even know that you're somehow blaming yourself.
Yeah.
So you're stuck in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yan. Quick break. This message is for everyone who wants to be every kid's favorite tito or tita or favorite ninong or ninang or basta gusto maging favorite. We have great news. It's more fun with the whole family with Linya Linya. We're super excited to announce the new and improved Linya Linya Kids line. 100% cotton for maximum comfort, 100% witty and funny pa rin with Linya Linya signature writing and graphics. The Linya Linya Kids line is available now. Visit linyalinya.ph to learn more and follow Linya Linya Kids on Instagram. Nagpo-post rin kami ng mga memes dun. Yeah. And also, we have an early Pod Kid promo. Since Monday is the pod day, we're giving the first 10 to share this on Spotify. The first 10 that will share this on Spotify will get a free cheat shirt care of Linya Linya. All you have to do is post this episode on your Instagram feed and tag at Linya Linya at Wake Up with Jim and Saab. Either it's you listening to the pod or the pod itself from Spotify. Thanks. Okay.
All right. Well,
So we're
thanks
gonna
for
go
that.
into
We're gonna help someone. Concrete steps. Someone sent us a malibag, and I think, Candy, you can help with this one.
Okay. Do I open it?
No. We'll read it to you. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, pod parents. Please hide my identity. I can't believe I'm writing this malibag. I'm new to the pod family. I just started listening to your podcasts during the lockdown. I find it very therapeutic, sobrang stress reliever, especially when I'm down and out of patience. Sobrang chill lang and real. Oh, thank you so much, malibag setter. Anyway, I'm writing this because I need advice. My partner and I have been together for almost 5 years. We've been living together now for 4 years, and now he's leaving me. He was given an opportunity to work abroad in Spain despite the pandemic sa current company niya ngayon. Meron naman siyang choice to decline it pero tinake niya pa rin. He's still here pa naman pero he's currently processing his requirements sa pag-alis. What I can't understand is, bakit kailangan umalis? Okay naman ang salary niya dito. Wala naman kaming child to support din. Yung money niya sa kanya lang and sa ipon lang niya napupunta. He said that the reason why he's leaving is because gusto niya makaipon agad. I just find it really hard to swallow kasi 4 years tayong magkasama tapos bigla-bigla mo ako iiwan. My choice naman na wag umalis. Also, pwede naman siya magsama basta married. Ha ha ha, it's funny that I even brought it up na why not magpakasal kami para isama niya ako, and he answered, hindi pa ako ready eh. Take note, we're living together. Tapos hindi ready. Siguro the reason why I feel this way then is because I was never reassured. Parang feeling ko is kaya niya ako iwan anytime. And ayaw niya ako makasama in the future. Kasi ang thinking niya is para sa ngayong situation lang, never ahead. Parang he's scared of commitment. He's scared of marriage. Labo. Anyway, the work contract naman is minimum of 1 year. So we had an agreement na 1 year lang and pag uwi niya dito, if he needs to go back to Spain, he needs to take me with him na. Bahala na siya sa discarte niya na gusto niya. Either pakasalan niya ako or what. Or is he going to stay here sa Philippines for good? If babalik siya ng Spain na hindi ako kasama, that's not an option. I told him I would break up with him. I think nag-meet naman kami halfway. Nakuha niya, gusto niya na umalis and nakuha ko yung gusto ko na I would not wait that long since 1 year lang naman and he agreed. Right now, wala naman ako nagawa but to accept na lang na na talagang hindi niya mapipigilan umalis. Ayoko rin naman maging hadlang sa opportunities sa career niya. But damn, naubos na luha ko kakaiyak. Also, it affected my mental health. Like, lagi ako napaperning and kinakabahan bigla-bagla. I'm having panic and anxiety attacks. My face and hands would feel numb and I couldn't breathe. Ang hirap lang isipin na I would be left alone. I don't know if I should consult a doctor. Baka mawirdohan or pagtawanan lang ako ng doctor since mas marami pang mabibigat na problems kaysa sa problems ko. So I need advice kung ano gagawin ko to manage my feelings since hindi ko pa siya totally tanggap. Hirap din kasi if hindi ako inassure na gusto ako makasama in the future. Lagi kasi siyang hindi pa ako ready. Damn, ayoko lang ma-waste yung time ko kakahintay tapos hindi naman pala siya magiging ready ever. Wow.
Damn, girl.
Yeah.
Damn. That's hard.
Aw.
Okay, first of all, I think you should definitely consult with somebody. Your problem, if you're concerned about your problem not being as heavy as others, that shouldn't, like, no, girl, like, your problem is still a problem. It still warrants a conversation with a professional, and I think it would really help to do that. So do that.
Yeah.
First of all.
Completely agree.
And I feel like for women kasi, for like mature women, all we need is assurance, right? I mean, that's not all we need, but like one of the most important things that we need from a partner is assurance. Kasi syempre, like, I think it's true what they say that women obviously mature faster than men or whatever. May ganun, diba? That's what they're saying. Like, oh, you need to date somebody who's like 5 years older minimum because
Yeah.
you're just like, your maturity level is more pantay. And I really believe that. I think for me, because like, when I get into a relationship, it's just like, obviously at this point, if you're going to get into a relationship, you're going to look ahead. And I think it just comes naturally as a woman. That's just really part of it.
Yeah.
And if you're with somebody who can't deal with that, then sorry to put it plainly, but that's not it. Like, if he's not going to meet you there, you don't need to compromise what you want. Kasi may mga ganun eh. Because you've been in a relationship for a really long time, nasasayangan ka sa years, pero isipin mo, like, you have to be totally self-aware of what you want talaga.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want this talaga, girl? Na parang like, game ka ba mag-antay talaga ng 1 year? Tapos hindi ka sure pagbalik, or alam mo, mag-aantay ka ng 1 year and then even after that, you're not sure yet. Or do you really want that for yourself? Like, yes, I get it. You've been with this guy for 5 years and you've shared a lot of your, most of your life with him. But can you really go on for another 5 years with just that? Diba? Parang you have to assess what you really want. Like, by yourself lang. Sure, you can take advice from friends, but like, you really need to decide on it on your own. And I think it's going to help you a lot with what you're supposed to do moving forward. Because ikaw lang naman talaga nakakilala sa sarili mo eh. Diba? So,
sumagot ako. Yes, ako lang talaga nakakilala sa sarili.
So my advice, girl, is just fucking break up with that guy. Just kidding. Iwan mo na kasi nga hindi nga siya ready eh. Tapos parang feeling niya, pag pumunta siya ng Spain, I'm so sure he's gonna meet people in Spain that's gonna widen his perspective in life, and then he's just gonna be like, fuck, I realized that, I can be on my own and stuff. So, if he's not giving you assurance at this point and you've been together for 5 years, seriously,
And living
Like,
together for 4. That's really...
and they live together for four. Exactly, girl. You got to know your priorities
Yeah,
and you
I
got to
think...
know what you want, which I'm sure you do. I think you're just afraid to,
Yeah.
of course, it's normal to be afraid. But I
Ako,
think you're just afraid to approach it head on.
Candy, ako, binara ni Candy tong point ko before eh. Pero I don't know if you still think this, if you still feel the same way. I said before na ang lalaki is, yes, tama ka naman yung about the maturity thing. Pero there's, kumbaga when a guy wants something, he knows. Gets mo? Parang when a guy doesn't want something, he may not know, pero
He'll get there.
gets mo? Parang
You know how he'll get there? Is if you break up with him.
Ne. Yun nga.
Diba?
Ne, pero wait lang.
Sorry, go ahead.
Parang ang point ko is, let's say guy. A guy can be like, hindi ko alam kung bibiling ko yan. Diba? Pero if he
Okay.
sees something that he really wants to buy, he's gonna see it na, okay, objective, what do I need to do to attain this? Okay, here are the steps, I'm gonna take those steps.
Are you equating women with possessions?
No. So, ang question...
Are we objects to you?
So, ang ano ko is, if
Chika.
ganun ang, hindi ba totoo, so therefore, the fact that he's saying, kasi, hindi ko i-discount yung fact na maybe it's true, he wants to progress in his career, di ba? And he, you know, he's ambitious or whatever. But yung concerning thing is yung hindi ako ready. Kasi,
Tama.
parang ang
After 5 years.
parang ang point ko is, alam naman ng, parang kumbaga, kung uncertain ang guy, yeah, uncertain. Pero, like, I'm sure like if he was gonna go to Spain and he really didn't want to lose her, he would say that.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like parang a big part of it with, to your point, Jim, na parang yung guys, some of them or a lot of them are not ready yet. But by assurance that women are looking for, by assurance, I mean the assurance na he's still choosing the relationship in the end. Like, you know what I mean? Na parang like, di pa ako ready magpakasal, but I know I want to be with you forever. So that kind of assurance. Alam mo yun, like he doesn't, I'm not telling women to look for guys who are ready to get married now, you know? Because it's never going to happen, I think. Or it's very rare that happens. But just the fact that they know what they want out of the relationship, or they know that they have a goal for the relationship, is what you need. That kind of assurance. And the fact that this guy can't give it, even if he says he's not ready for marriage yet. But, you know, yung tipong like, kahit onting like, I'm not ready for marriage yet, but it's us forever. So just like ride with me through this, like be my ride or die, because that's what partners are. So, you know, just help me get through this. And alam ko naman na we'll get married eventually. Something like that.
I
Pero
think
kung wala talaga kasi girl, di yun na yun.
Yeah.
Hindi pong nyari. Diba?
I think what she needs to clarify with him is, in what aspect is he not ready? Kasi most guys, ito possible lang. Kasi I think we're like shit talking the guy right now. Feeling ko, possible na he's like not ready financially, which every guy thinks.
Yes,
Hindi ako ready
that's
financially,
true.
so hindi ko pa kaya
That's
mag-start ng marriage, ng pamilya. Just if he says that, if he says na I'm not ready financially, that's why I want to get this job, is para makaipon ako so I can give you a
Yes.
good life. Baka naman may ganung factor, diba? Kasi
Yes.
okay, kung ganon.
Pero kasi, hindi girl.
But why doesn't he say that, right?
Yeah, the guy would say that. And the girl wouldn't be concerned like this if she got any sort of assurance like that from the guy. But the girl said kasi wala siyang assurance eh. If the guy even wants to be in a relationship after a year of being out of the country, not seeing her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
and she wouldn't, yun, parang ako, if she's writing because nga she feels that way, ako, the more important thing is, you have to communicate that.
Yeah,
Na
with
parang,
him.
With him and say like, look, lahat ng sinasabi mo, it's not making me comfortable. I'd rather end this now than magpapaasa lang tayo, ganyan. Ano ba? Can you, how much parang, what assurance do I have? Kasi the thing is, I want to go back also, na parang remember, marriage is not the answer to everything. You
No.
could be married and he could go to Spain and he could not come back.
Yeah.
That's not gonna ano. So I think there's a fundamental flaw in your relationship. One, maybe it's a lack of communication that you can't express how you feel. And parang express na I don't know if I'm interpreting this wrong pero parang ayaw mo na sa akin. 'Di ba? Just saying that plain and simple. Kasi naalala ko si Saab parang when I was discussing like getting an MBA in the States, as in very upfront na parang tangina sasama ako ah. Parang gano'n eh. Oh. Tapos parang I was like, oh, yeah.
Sinabi ko ba yun?
Oh, naalala ko.
Gags, hindi ka sinabi.
Yes. Naalala ko yun. Parang you were like, parang, tas sinabi mo sa akin, kasi kung hindi mo ako isasama, break up
Okay,
kita, no?
relax.
Ano
You're
ako,
making a weird, crazy face.
Hindi,
Okay.
I'm not making a weird, crazy face. Ang sinasabi ko is you were like very sure of yourself. Na parang,
Yeah.
kung pumunta ka doon, tapos gusto mo, dito lang ako, maghihintay. Danes.
Yeah,
Pass.
exactly. Yeah, well,
Parang ganon.
Yeah.
You're like, hindi, hindi ako game. Pero kung gusto mo sumama ako, game ako. So,
Yeah.
anyway, yun.
Ano yung sabi mo?
So, anong ginawa ni Jim? Binakasalan niya ako.
Pero yun, for ikaw, Candy, like, what do you think, parang, kasi, parang hindi naman the way she wrote it, it's not like it's only because 5 years sila. It's kind of like, I'm gonna miss the guy. Like, I want to be with him.
Is it though, parang may isa dito na parang nakalagay dito na yung ayaw, bigla siyang magiging mag-isa.
Yeah,
Similar
like
to
parang
what
she doesn't
Candy
want to be
said.
alone. And like, because it's like like what I said earlier, you've shared your life with somebody for 5 freaking years. That's half a decade. That's a long time. That's a lot of investment from your part as well. And for his din naman. Pero so like, I'm pretty sure the sender is also anxious about being alone, and like, maybe she doesn't want to acknowledge the fact that holy shit, I might actually have to break up with this guy that I've been with for 5 years. And it's totally normal to be afraid of facing that possibility. But if you think you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Diba? Parang again, you need to think hard about what you want. And like, parang you can compromise a little bit, but I feel like compromising your happiness just so you won't be alone is too much. You can't do
Yes.
that to yourself.
Yeah.
Gusto mo yun?
Yes. I think it's I think it's human nature for us to be just comfortable with what we know, what we're used to. We're afraid
We are
of change.
creatures of comfort.
Yeah, pero just a reminder that that's not how we will evolve.
And
It
I
will-
think it's just to bring up one more point with what Jim was talking about earlier. 5 years na, girl. 5 years na kayo. If you're still having a problem communicating this with him, your anxiety about him leaving, then that's a big problem.
Pero, Candy,
that's a core problem.
Candy, now that you say that, ano yung advice mo nga parang, kasi let's just say you went through something similar, kunwari lang.
Yeah.
Parang, and you felt the hesitation to communicate. Why would you be hesitant to, why do you think she's hesitant? Yun na lang. Why do you think she's hesitant to talk and really be more upfront? And actually, she's kind of upfront na nga about it eh. Parang,
Sa inyo.
baka hindi sa
hindi,
kanya.
sinabi niya sa
nga,
guy,
pakasal na tayo.
Kasal na kaya tayo.
Tsaka,
Why do you think she's hesitant to do that? Why do you think women, especially when it comes to future uncertainty, they hesitate to
mas scare off yung guy.
express?
Yeah,
Ganun ba?
that's it. I think because a lot of women are afraid that they would scare off the guy, and that's such a bad thing to just like that parang it's such a bad conditioning talaga.
Yeah.
But it always happens. Pero it's so bad na parang we really have a short end of the stick na parang kami yung namumroblema.
Yeah.
Pero like, hindi naman namin kasalanan.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? Parang it's like,
Ang
why
hassle
am I
na.
given this mental burden?
Yeah.
And like, I just end up sulking
Yeah.
because I'm too afraid to bring it up because I'm scared that it might push him away.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's a reality that a lot of women are facing, and like I feel so bad that we are, you know, facing this kind of dilemma pa, because it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Parang I think it's time to change that. And like I think it's so bagay with the climate now na
Yeah.
parang, you know, women empowerment and
Yeah.
everything. Like tamang-tama 'yun, 'di ba?
Yeah.
You have to know what you want, pero it's okay to compromise, ha. I'm not saying na parang know what you want, whatever, tapos wala na nakamit ng standards mo, tapos hanggang sa, wala na forever. Hindi naman ganong level.
Oh, yeah.
Like, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm your tits, girl.
And ako, it's the way it's communicated, ha? From a guy's perspective, there's a very big difference between Saab's, okay, kung gumanon ka, tangin na, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Versus,
I never said that.
No.
But I believe you said that. Go, though.
I stand by it. I never said that.
You said, hindi, anyway.
No, I will
Whatever.
clarify that.
It's for a different
Yeah, it's a
episode.
different episode. I will clarify this lie that you have been telling. Okay, go, Jim.
Anyway, I just
not
parang
bad, though.
ang advice ko for girls is know your partner. If you do feel like that and you know you can't help it and you're scared of, you think parang know your partner. Parang if ikaw let's say alam mo naman ang type niya is malambing and meek
Yeah.
and whatever, go for it. 'Di
Yeah.
ba? Pero say na like wag mo kong iwanan, 'di ba? Parang so I think it's just like how I would advise guys na know how your partner communicates. Ano yung gumagana sa
Yes.
kanya? If
Yeah.
if gumagana sa kanya ang math talk, ang gumagana sa kanya ay dirty talk, then ay, 'di ba?
Huwag
That's
mo akong iwan.
plus.
Bless.
No, but I think you're so right, and I would absolutely assume that the sender knows his partner's language. Because
Her
they've been
partner's,
together for
yeah.
5 years, living together for 4. So I'm pretty sure, girl, you know how you're gonna approach it.
Yes.
Paano kung sabihin niya Spanish yung guy? Hindi marunong mag-English.
Gago. Kaya pala
Paano
pupuntang
ka
Spain.
tumagal?
Kaya naman pala pupuntang Spain eh. Pinigilan mo pa. Cheka. Wait, sorry.
So ikaw naman pala.
Shit, meron akong thought kanina. Oh my gosh. I should have
I think we
forgot
should end with that.
Wait, no. Important yung sabihin ko.
Hindi, we'll end with na nakalimutan mo yung
No!
thought. Oh,
It's-
joke lang.
Si girl. I forgot what I was gonna say. It was very important. It was very, I swear it was important.
It was about fuck. We were talking about
Okay. I remember now. Okay, and also, you have to get deep, ha? You have to think about the deeper meaning of this, ha? Kasi what if he says, o sige, hindi na nga ako pupunta, stay na lang ako dito with you. Will you both be happy?
Yeah.
Yun na ba?
Yeah.
Okay na ba? Okay na ba kayo? Or kailangan ba mag-stay siya tapos magpakasal kayo? Will that make you happy?
yeah.
Will he be
Is that
happy?
gonna solve it?
Yes, is that gonna solve what the quote-unquote problem is? Will he,
Yeah.
kung magpakasal kayo, so punta kayo doon, okay na ba? Happy pa rin ba kayo? Like, what is what will really solve this? I think it's, you know the answer, letter sender, you know the answer. It's communication. Talk about it. If you have to fight, fight.
If you have to break up,
If you have to break up,
Yeah.
just do it because you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for him. You guys have to grow and let's not waste our time here.
Exactly. And again, it circles back to what I was saying earlier, that you need to really decide on what you really want.
Yes.
Na parang pag-isipan mo talaga ng maigi, girl. Na parang, okay, game ba ako? Like, I'm not gonna be lonely technically, but I'll be so fucking sad.
Yeah.
Because I
but you'll
can't get
over
assurance
that.
from this guy. I
Diba?
can't just squeeze it out of him.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Diba? Parang, is that really what you want?
Yeah.
You know? So there.
Yeah.
sayang, sarap sa Spain.
Di ba malakas yung
Ay,
COVID
may
strain
surge nga
doon?
dun. Yeah.
Oo, may surge doon, besh.
Anyway.
Okay.
We end with that.
Thank you, Candy. This was so much fun.
Thanks, girl. Okay, we're gonna go offline now, and Candy's gonna update us on her DMs right now.
Oh my God. Okay, are we gonna stay on the call?
Yes, on the call.
Okay.
Girl.
Bye.
Stop recording.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Thanks, girl.